fans of the Pop Kid, and welcome to the 4th episode of the Pop Talks podcast. Here today we are discussing the first ever wrestling topics here on the channel for the first time. There'll be a lot more of this to come, so subscribe if you're interested. I'm joined today by Jake.
Hello everyone.
And we're both wrestling fans, so we're going to jump into it today. So before we jump into it, I'm just going to quickly explain how these Pop Talks podcast wrestling episodes are going to work. So basically, we're going to run down the Raw that just happened. And then we're going to run down our predictions for Battleground. So if you're watching this after Battleground's already taken place and you know what happens and you don't give a crap, skip ahead in the video because we always have a main topic for each show. So today our main topic is when will Sheamus cash in Money in the Bank? And so if Sheamus hasn't cashed it in yet by the time you're watching this and you don't care about your Battleground predictions because you've already seen the show, then skip ahead in the video and you can watch us predict what happens with Sheamus. But anyway, for those, of course, who are watching at this time, then we are jumping into it right now. And also, there is just one more announcement. Quickly, get out of the way. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure to go to follow my Twitch page, which is down in the description below, because we are doing the first ever live stream on the channel. It's going to be a huge Mega Friday live stream. It will start around 7:30 to 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, so check your local guides if you're interested. If you're not, then you can watch it as a video afterwards, so no problems. Just announcing that first Mega live stream, it's happening. We've got a special guest, so that's very exciting. Anyway, guys, so let's jump into today's topic of the show, which is we're going to run down the Monday Night Raw results, and it was one hell of a Raw. I really enjoyed it. And so we'll go through Battleground predictions as we get through Raw. So the first thing that took place on Raw this week was the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins confronted Brock Lesnar. This was the second weakest segment of the night. We saw Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar came out first. My apologies. Brock Lesnar came out first, and Heyman went on a little. And Heyman's great on the mic. But he basically said everything he said on SmackDown, which is really poor booking. He also went on to say the Beast of Battleground. We've seen him say that before and all that. I don't mind it. It's good. It's great sell for the pay-per-view, but nothing too new. He basically said everything he said on SmackDown. Rollins came out. My apologies. And basically said everything he said on SmackDown, and it was basically a huge SmackDown repeat segment, which I didn't really like. Which I really didn't like at all. It was basically it ended up with then something a cool part of the segment was when Paul Heyman mentioned about baby brother Undertaker. That was pretty funny, and that probably gets a bit of a boost. But besides that, this is Raw opening with Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins for the also, the Raw opening with Seth Rollins for the 500th week in a row. So for that, it loses marks. I didn't enjoy it. What do you think, Jake? You actually didn't see this segment,
No,
but
I did not.
But what do you reckon of oh god?
Just the fact of Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar talking again does not very interest me very much. So I would not enjoy watching that segment. I don't think. So yeah, I don't reckon I'd enjoy it that much.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to do a 5-star rating. Jake won't rate this one because he actually didn't see it. But that is his thoughts on it. So, once again, didn't like it. Opening with Rollins again. This is the second weakest segment of the night. I'm going to give it a 1.5 stars. It's kind of standard.
Tough, mate.
Nah, it was kind of rubbish. Actually, it might be the weakest segment of the night. I'm not 100% sure. We'll figure it out later on. Next up on Raw. Always anything. Oh no, we'll predict the main event for Battleground later. Yes. Next up, we have the Intercontinental Champion Ryback and Randy Orton defeated the Big Show and Sheamus. This was a good tag team match. It was good. The interference of the Miz on Big Show was cool to keep Miz involved, but the way Big Show chased after him was kind of hilarious because Big Show can't run, and also but also more in the fact that it was I found the ending to be a bit cliche. How it's kind of chase after you, Miz, as if Big Show were if this was legit, as if Big Show's ever gonna just run like that after the Miz. So anyway, that left Sheamus facing basically Ryback and Randy Orton by himself. Sheamus took an RKO, and Ryback hit a frog splash for the win, which is his new finisher, by the way, Jake. Did you know that? So he hit a shell shock and a frog splash.
So he got him down with the shell shock and went to the top rope.
No. Randy on him with an RKO, and then he went and frog splashed him. They're using the whole fact that he's a big dude, and if he lands on you, you're dead, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
okay.
I don't mind it. I just shell shock's better. So that happened. Great way to keep the Intercontinental title alive. Ryback's doing a great job of that so far. He's a surprising replacement for Bryan in doing that, but he's doing a good job. I don't understand why WWE are jobbing Sheamus out. He's the Money in the Bank, Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He shouldn't be jobbing out like this. He shouldn't be taking RKOs like he's some kind of doll. He should, and then he shouldn't be the one getting pinned in the match. Big Show should be, and I understand they don't want to weaken Big Show's monster-looking figure. I don't know. It's a tough one. Sheamus shouldn't be getting pinned. Sheamus is priority certainly over Big Show, in my opinion. No one takes Big Show as a threat, so I'm going to give this one a 3 stars. Pretty solid.
3 stars.
Pretty solid, but actually no, I'm going to up it 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars.
3.5.
All right. Next up, we had Roman Reigns attacking Bray Wyatt. We were scheduled for a Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt match. And what ended up happening was basically Wyatt was making his entrance, and for once, it's not Bray Wyatt making a black sneak attack when all the lights go out. It was Roman Reigns that came and killed Wyatt, and he hit a few good moves. And the reason I like this segment so much is, of course, number one, it's refreshing to not see Wyatt constantly killing Reigns. But also, number two, it's the Roman Reigns we love. It's the Roman Reigns we loved in the Shield. He came out and he just killed Wyatt. He's just like, I'm going to kick you now, and I'm going to kill you now. I'm going to punch you in the mouth now. And that's the Roman Reigns we love from the Shield. We don't like the John Cena Roman Reigns. So I liked it. He needed it. I'm going to give it a 4 stars.
4 stars, pretty solid.
What do you think of Reigns, Jake?
Well, Reigns is a solid competitor, and he's certainly hard to pin. But overall, probably I'd give Reigns a rating probably about 3 to 4 stars.
But I mean, what do you think of him as a performer, as a on the mic, on the microphone? Do you like? Okay, what I'm trying to say is do you like his whole thing? I don't know. Do you like him? Do you like him?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Him. So at everything when he's talking on the mic, when he kills people, his segments basically.
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I very much enjoy when he talks on the mic, because it's not all truth. It's just some of the time it's very, very funny.
What do you mean? When he stuffs up?
No, when he makes jokes.
That's what everyone hates about him. Because they want Roman Reigns killing people. They don't want Roman Reigns telling jokes.
Guess.
Anyway, next up was, just spoiler alert, 5 stars. 5 stars by the Pop Kid. Pop Kid gives this segment 5 stars. Stephanie McMahon introduced the NXT Divas. Pure brilliance. Pure brilliance. I read an article that kind of spoiled it for me on Saturday or Sunday. And it said that they were planning to bringing Sasha and Charlotte in to team up with Paige. The things I didn't see coming. I didn't see Becky Lynch coming, and I didn't see Sasha teaming with Naomi and Tamina coming. But I'll speak about that in a minute. But basically what went down is that Stephanie's like, we're sick of you Kardashians, which is absolutely true. And we want new. So she brought out Paige, she brought out the NXT Divas. Naomi came out, and then Sasha came out, and they sort of teamed up. There was kind of a three teams of 3. So there were 9 of them, 3 teams of 3 going on. Naomi and Tamina and Sasha being the heels. Paige, Becky, and Charlotte being the faces, and Bella's being the Kardashians, which counts as one of them. So I enjoyed this segment so much, I gave it 5 stars. It is pure brilliance, NXT all the way. I'm kind of bummed out Sasha didn't have the title with her, but whatever. That doesn't really matter too much. But I don't understand what's going on with this Sasha, Naomi, Tamina alliance. Hopefully, I fully support the Sasha heel. Absolutely, Sasha is number 1 heel. But I don't like when, oh my god, I just don't like I hope she then turns on them. Because Sasha doesn't work well with others in my mind. So I don't want to see her teaming with Naomi and Tamina, which have become blunt as of late. I was a full Naomi supporter a month or 2 ago when we were heading into Extreme Rules and Payback. Not now, because WWE apparently see her as a jobber on SmackDown. So that's really frustrating. Anyway, next we have... Oh, that was a 5 stars.
Me?
Sorry,
I saw
you
that.
did see this segment, Jake, for once. You did see one. So, well, what do you reckon?
I very much enjoyed the rookie NXT superstars, as you could call them, coming out onto Raw. I'm sure nearly every single one in the audience enjoyed it coming out. It was very much exciting, you could say. And for this segment, I'm probably going to give it. I'll give it a 4 stars.
Why 4?
Because just for myself, I'm not fully into the Divas. I don't watch much of the Divas. I'm like more into like Roman Reigns, Big Show, and all that.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm into the Divas either in that way, but I mean like I watch wrestling, and I watch all wrestling, and I'm sick of seeing Kardashians on SmackDown. I want to see these wrestlers on SmackDown. That's why I watch wrestling. Vince is fantastic, but he's blurring the line between entertainment and wrestling. This is a wrestling show. I want to go watch wrestling. But anyway...
And it's not very entertaining too. Well, to some.
What? What do you mean?
Oh, just before this video, you said Raw wasn't being entertaining.
Oh, yeah, Raw's been garbage as of late, and this has been great. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so that's happening, and it seems like your new favourite word is very much...
Very much so.
Yeah, God. Anyway, next up we have the Primetime Players and Mark Henry defeated the New Day. What is Mark Henry? Is he a face? Is he a heel? Is he a monster? Or is he a joke? I don't know what he is. He's like, I don't know if you know, a couple weeks ago on Raw, he came out and he World Strongest slammed Mark Henry from behind. I'm like, oh, he's a heel now. And then he comes out with the Primetime Players going, yeah, bro.
Mark Henry World Strongest slammed Mark Henry?
No, did I say that? I meant Roman Reigns, sorry.
Oh.
He World Strongest slammed Roman Reigns.
Okay.
That's absolute garbage.
Well, I don't know if it's just me, but Primetime Players and Mark Henry sound like a very dominant tag team and a very entertaining tag team to watch.
Oh, God, it was weird. Anyway, so, I enjoyed it. It served nothing... It was fun. The Primetime Players are fantastic as tag team champions. It served nothing more than just hyping us up for Battleground, really. It did nothing, and I wouldn't have any problem with that. I've got a problem with Mark Henry, though, in the way he's being treated by the bookers. But, I wouldn't have a problem with them just having a match hyping up Battleground, the tag team match. But the problem is they've been doing that for the last 5 weeks. We've just seen these matches constantly. Primetime Players and Neville versus the New Day. Primetime Players and Lucha Dragons versus the New Day. Primetime Players and Mark Henry versus the New Day. Like, it's just constantly. It's getting a bit repetitive, so I'm going to give this segment a... Oh, God, I don't know. What am I going to give it? I'm going to give this a 2.5. So.
Well, it's not the repetitiveness. It's just the segment on its own. If that never happened, what would you give this segment? If all the stuff. I can't rate this on everything that's happened beforehand. But if none of
if it happened beforehand, I'd give it a 3.5 because it's kind of stale, but stale. But besides that, no. So it served its job. But yeah, as I said. Anyway.
I haven't seen this. Was it very entertaining?
Yeah, well, Primetime Players are entertaining no matter what they do.
Yeah,
so.
I guess. Good point.
Anyway, next we had R-Truth defeated King Barrett. Okay, I didn't realise I'd be talking about this one so much.
Wait,
what is going on?
I thought it was King Barrett.
It is.
And... No, sorry.
And King what's up?
Yeah, but King is versing a jobber, and the King got defeated by a jobber.
Yeah, this is my problem, okay? So. King Barrett, King of the Ring winner. What a legend he is, winning King of the Ring. And then he gets challenged by King What's Up. That's the whole story. Like, it's King What's Up, and he has, like, a toilet plunger, and he's, like, his stuff. Oh, anyway, God. King What's Up. And, is it what? Because I think it's King What's Up, but then he doesn't have a T in it on his cape, so I'm calling him King What's Up. So anyway. What's up? Anyway, so I don't understand this. R-Truth's entertaining, I love him, but what's up with King Barrett losing to R-Truth? They're having a match at the Battleground pre-show. So, and they're calling it the Battle of the Crowns. Battle for the Crown or something like that. So
Battle for the bloody plunger. Gosh.
So King Barrett's got to win that, or I'll actually just cry. But no, he will win that surely. But I'm starting to think that the only reason they let King Barrett win King of the Ring, they didn't have any plans for him at all. But the reason they let him win King of the Ring was actually because the reason they wanted him to win was basically just to change his gimmick, I think, because maybe they were finding bad news was getting stale, which it was a little, especially after he actually stopped giving bad news. So they're like, we need to change this guy's gimmick. I don't know, let's make him a king. How are we going to do that? Bring back the King of the Ring. And then he wins King of the Ring. And then it's just like, oh, he's got a new gimmick now. Fantastic. So, because he doesn't seem to be losing that king attire or anything soon. So
No. Not very much at all.
Here's the next up. We've got Rusev defeated Kevin Owens and Cesaro, but I like to see it as him basically just defeating Cesaro, because what happened was, it was a triple threat match. They all came out and talked junk. It was funny. Then what happened was a triple threat match. The winner faces John Cena US title tonight. It was a solid triple threat match to start off, but then Owens is like, stuff this crap. I'm leaving. I'll wait till Battleground. So then it ended up being a Rusev versus Cesaro match, which was a solid match. Cesaro hit some fantastic high-risk moves. Cesaro is pure brilliance. Why is he not in the main event? I don't know. He is pure brilliance in the ring. And I did watch the podcast with Vince McMahon a while ago, and the reason he said Cesaro's not in the main event was because he lacks an it factor and he lacks charisma. And I could agree with that at the time as him being the heel, like kind of being the pretty stale heel. But now I love this new kind of thing with him. Just his gimmick is that he's a good wrestler, because he comes out and when he hit that huge spiral move, like off Springboard's spiral move on the outside, as you saw, and then he jumped up to the crowd and, like, did the whole thing and jumped out to the crowd and, like, fed to the crowd. And I think that's a gimmick in itself, kind of. And that certainly shows a babyface charisma really well. So I think he deserves to be in that main event as a babyface. Anyway, another huge positive about the match. It was a solid match. Cesaro hit a huge double German suplex. Was just fantastic. But then
that double powerbomb, too.
Double powerbomb off the second rope, yeah. But a great thing about it was that Rusev won with that he didn't use a finisher to win. Fantastic. He used a signature move kick to win. And it's just like, finally WWE goes, okay, we've got logic now. A kick to the face does win matches. Logic. Because, like, you'd go, like, because, you know, it makes no sense how Kevin Owens hits a super kick and Cesaro kicks out and Shawn Michaels hits a super kick and it's a win. It doesn't make sense. So it's logical that, okay, Rusev hits a kick in the head and, yeah, Cesaro's dead.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like the exact same thing as when someone hits a normal punch, they still stay standing, but then when Roman Reigns hits a Superman punch, just a diving punch, they act like they're not bloody knocked out.
Yeah, true. Anyway, so then after that, I'm kind of including this in the same segment.
But we got to rate.
No, I'm giving this the same, including
Okay,
this.
I haven't seen this one though yet.
Oh, well, I explained it to you.
Yes.
So it's the same. So, whatever. So, Rusev won, then Rusev versus John Cena, but it happened right afterwards, so Rusev was basically dead. Rusev didn't get any offense in. John Cena had him up for the AA, and Rusev wasn't moving. Owens came back out and pop-up powerbombed Rusev and killed Cena, and Cena was already dead. So that was good. What don't I like? It was a bit weird how they went straight after each other. Like, okay, WWE fairness, logic, let's go. And it didn't make all that sense. But I give it a solid 4.5 stars, though. I lost the half stars for that kind of lack of logic there. Just, oh, yeah. And Owens came out and pop-up powerbombed. I love Owens, but, he's done that plenty of times. So, 4.5. Stardust defeated Neville.
What about me? I've got a rate.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, go. Sorry.
Okay, so for the, I do for the match, probably... It was a
go quickly.
Very good match. Okay, sorry. Very good match. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
1.5 as well. Okay, cool. Stardust defeated Neville. What is going on with Stardust? I read an article saying that Stardust is called Cody Rhodes is going to return to tapings, and I'm like, oh, sick. They're going to bring him back as Cody Rhodes. Come on, surely. And then I see a segment of him with Stardust, and I'm like, okay, hope's not lost yet. Hope's not lost yet. He could go, I'm embracing the fans now, or he could go, I hate Stardust or something, and he's just like, I'm facing Neville, like in his weird voice, and then he comes out and he's like,
the worst thing, he's
and then
still
he comes
a heel.
out. Yeah, that's even bad. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So he's like, yeah, I'm here, and then he came out and he's a heel still, and then he won in like a 2-minute match, balls all match against Neville with a roll up pin. I'm like, what's going on, WWE? Turn him baby face.
I was like very excited for him to come back as Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we were expecting that. And also, he was wrestling in his hometown, or close enough to his hometown. So that's really funny. And his dad just died. Like, shouldn't he get a... number one, I'm surprised he didn't get more of an ovation from the crowd, but also, turn him babyface, WWE, come on.
Well, it's not his... I guess it's kind of not his fault, unless he's like, oh, I want to go back as Stardust.
Yeah, unless he really wants that, I guess.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's
I'm sure he probably wanted to go back as Cody Rhodes, but then Vince
know.
McMahon probably just said, okay, no, you're Stardust again.
Possibly. I don't really know. That's kind of weird, to be honest, but... Anyway, and then just a side note, pretty funny. Alright, sorry about that, guys. iPad just crashed there for a second, but don't worry about it. So next up, no, actually not next up. Sorry, I was just mentioning about Stardust and Neville. Quite a hilarious part about it was that Stardust won with the roll-up and they started playing Neville's music. And I was really confused for a minute. And then they're like, here is your winner, Stardust, or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, okay, Stardust did win. And then they played Stardust music. It was kind of funny. Anyway, next up was the ending sequence.
Are you going to give that a rating? The Stardust?
Yeah, I'll give it a
half star.
I'll give it a 2 stars.
2 stars.
I'll give it a 1.5 actually.
1.5.
The ending segment. Oh my god. Contract signing for the Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. Someone's going through a table. Nah, just kidding.
I thought
yeah. Oh yeah, but sort of. So what happened was, they crapped on and there was meant to be a huge plan, but they were building up for this huge plan all night. They were building up for this huge plan all night, and then it ended up just Seth Rollins had a big stick, and he smuggled in a big stick. So that's kind of funny.
That doesn't really sound very exciting at all.
No, he had a big stick, and then Lesnar started to kill them, and then they started to fight back for a little bit. No, oh yeah, whatever. I don't know. And then Lesnar killed Kane, and then killed Kane's ankle, and then Seth Rollins ran, and then Brock Lesnar held up the title. Oh, sounds familiar? Yeah, it was basically last week again. And then Brock left, and then I thought this was it, and I would have been annoyed. But then I'm happy there was a bit more, but And then Rollins came out, came back down with the title, and he's like, I'm going to win, like he said 3 times. Like, I love Rollins so much, perhaps my favourite wrestler, but come on, booking staff. Anyway, and then he's like, Kane, you're a piece of garbage, your plan sucked, and then kicked him in the sore ankle, because he was down getting treated by paramedics.
Okay.
And then Roy ended. So garbage segment, 2 stars.
So do you reckon that Kane's going to turn back to babyface with the mask, or without the mask, or even babyface?
I don't know. Oh no, he's turning babyface, or Rollins is turning babyface.
I reckon Rollins should.
Yeah. Shield reunion for the win. Anyway, okay, predictions, Battleground.
Okay.
Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar. Go, Jake. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And remember, keep in mind Sheamus. We'll get onto later as well. So, what do you predict? Battleground.
Okay, so I'm thinking that Brock Lesnar will hit like 10 F5s like he normally does, and then we'll have him up for the 11th, and then he'll have him up, and then I reckon Rollins will turn around, roll back, buckle bomb him, get him...
I don't really want a description of the match. Who's going to win and how?
Okay, I reckon Seth Rollins will win with a curb stomp.
You reckon?
Yes, a curb stomp.
I like it. So no Sheamus tonight. No Sheamus at Battleground. You don't think? No cash in.
Oh, so...
Sheamus is having a match.
Do you want me to talk about that tonight?
No, yeah, we're doing that later. We're doing that later. But if it's part of your prediction,
yeah.
Do you think it will happen in the main event? Yes or no? Answer the question.
I reckon...
Are we going to see Sheamus?
Yes, I think we will see Sheamus.
Okay, now save it. Thank you.
Yes.
So you think Rollins will win the curb stomp? And
yes.
We'll get onto it further later?
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
Okay. I think... I like that prediction, by the way. I think... Oh, God, I actually don't know. Crikey. I'm going to say Lesnar will win the title.
Will we see Sheamus?
Yeah, I'm going to say we'll see Sheamus, but I'll get onto that later, actually. But, I think Lesnar will win the title and we'll see Sheamus, and I'll get onto that a bit later. But, I was thinking maybe perhaps they could turn Rollins babyface by the Authority, that like Triple H coming out and killing Rollins. That could be another option. But I'm not sure. Cena Owens, go. Cena Owens 3.
Cena Owens.
United States title.
Okay, it will be Cena and Owens again, obviously. I reckon...
Get to the point.
So I'm going to think that Owens will win, but not like properly, I reckon that either Cesaro or Rusev will come cheap shot. I reckon Rusev will come cheap shot Cena, and then while the ref's not looking, and then Owens will win with, what's his finisher?
Pop-up powerbomb.
With a pop-up powerbomb, or if we're lucky, a package pile driver.
Nah, never gonna happen. Vince will never let it happen. It'd be great. Owens wins clean. Simple. Owens wins with a pop-up powerbomb. Maybe he's hit 3 of them, whatever. But Owens wins. Simple. Wins the United States title.
And cheap shots?
Nah. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. It'll all be clean. Owens wins. By the Elimination Chamber.
What do you reckon for yours? Do you reckon that he wins clean, but then as soon as the win goes and he goes, and then it's like, and here's your winner, da 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 da. Do you reckon Rusev will just come and stand there?
Nah, Rusev's got nothing to do with this anymore,
Okay.
in my opinion. What's next? Hang on, let me find. Oh yeah, R-Truth, King Barrett pre-show. Go, just tell me who wins.
I reckon R-Truth will.
Are you serious?
I reckon R-Truth will.
If you're right, I will cry. Barrett will win.
I reckon R-Truth will, because I don't see why they would have let him win on Raw otherwise to up his game.
Yeah, but they got to give him some momentum. Anyway, Primetime Players versus New Day. What do you think?
Primetime players will retain.
Yeah, same. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Nothing really, anything. Don't know what's happening with the Divas yet. There'll be something. We don't know what's going to happen yet, so we can't predict anything there.
No.
Whatever happens, I hope the NXT women win.
I reckon it will be a 3-on-3-on-3. That would be good.
I don't think a 3-on-3-on-3 match has ever happened in WWE before, to my memory.
No, tag team, I mean. 3-on-3-on-3 tag team. Like.
What do you mean?
You know a 3-way tag team?
Yeah.
A 3-way tag team with 3 people.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened in WWE before.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
Whatever. Anyway, Reigns Wyatt.
Reigns. I reckon Reigns will win.
See, for me, it depends if they're going to have another match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. The whole goal here is for them to put over Reigns. So, I'm assuming it's their only match, I'm going to say Reigns. If they're going to have another match, I assume Wyatt wins this one. Because I think they'd want to put over Reigns in the end. So, I think Reigns wins the last match. Assuming this is the last match, Reigns wins.
Yeah.
Last one, Big Show, Ryback, and Miz. Triple threat Intercontinental.
Big Show, Ryback, Miz. Ryback.
Yeah, Ryback. Pretty easy.
He hasn't held it for long enough to show he's dominant.
He's doing a good job so far.
Yeah,
I agree. Alright, that's it, guys. That's it for the Raw recap and our Battleground predictions. Now, we are jumping into exactly what the thumbnail says.
The main topic.
Yes.
Of this,
Sheamus cash in. When will Sheamus cash in? I've got a couple of options written down that could happen. Do you have anything to start?
You say yours first, and then I might rehash on those.
Do you have any by themselves, though?
Yes.
Okay. We'll kind of switch turns then.
Yes.
So I'll go with what I predict for Battleground. I predict Brock Lesnar wins the title. Maybe some screwy thing happens with the Authority, and Sheamus cashes in Money in the Bank on Lesnar successfully, setting up Sheamus Lesnar SummerSlam main event. Because I know how much the booking team loves Sheamus. Like, they love Sheamus. So that's what I predict. That's my predictions for Battleground. That was my prediction for Battleground. So what do you think's happening, Sheamus?
Well, I was going to say something, but you said the booking people love Sheamus.
Yeah, well, they do. They give Money in the Bank. And no one expected that.
I guess so. But just saying, if you didn't say that, I would have said that Rollins is about to win. He's got the cover. Sheamus runs in, destroys the cover, hands in his.
That would make the match end with a disqualification. You know that, yeah? Just clarifying. If you're...
Why?
Because it's a regular match, and Sheamus runs in and hits him. Disqualification.
Oh, yeah, well...
Does that affect your thing? Does that affect it?
Well, then I'll change it up a bit.
Does that affect it?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
I'll change it.
Okay, keep going.
So, yeah, Sheamus distracts the ref with his briefcase, so the ref stops counting. He hands him his briefcase, comes in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
And then Sheamus will hit a bro kick.
Yeah, on who?
On Rollins, because he's up. And then on Rollins.
Yes.
And then he's pitting. Rollins will kick out.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll super kick Lesnar and Sheamus. And he'll double. And I reckon he might double curb stomp them.
You think Rollins they're putting over Rollins.
I reckon.
You think Rollins will win?
Yeah, I think Rollins will win.
Wow, you think they'll
And then he'll turn face.
You think Rollins will turn face and retain the title, and allow Sheamus to fail cashing in Money in the Bank? Wow,
I do think that.
I think your thing's possible. I don't think Sheamus will ever cash in though. I don't think Sheamus would. He might run in pretending to cash in and then think that what you said happens.
Yeah.
But not. They're not going to waste Sheamus' Money in the Bank, in my opinion. I like that. Okay, next up, we've got a few more options. I've got a few more options here written down.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
He could cash it in, and then then the ref grabs it, and then Sheamus punches someone.
Yeah.
But then it's not officially cashed in yet, and then it's just disqualification.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Very possible.
Yeah. Next up I've got an interesting thing to talk about because still continue on this topic. But because at the end they want to put over Reigns as the next big guy. Reigns has to beat Lesnar. That was the whole thing they were setting up WrestleMania 31, but then Vince realized, these people actually don't like that. So they changed it to Rollins. But so I think in the end, whether it's at SummerSlam, whether it's at whether it's at WrestleMania 32, I don't know when it is. But assuming it's happening somewhere down the line, Reigns has to beat Lesnar. Here's what I think happens. This is another way the cash-in could go. Reigns conquers Lesnar and wins the heavyweight title. Sheamus comes out and cashes in Money in the Bank. And Roman Reigns pins Sheamus as well. That's the only way I see Sheamus failing to cash it in, for them to put over Reigns more. I think. I think possible. The way they're only gonna put over Reigns if they're only gonna let Sheamus fail to put over Reigns even more by he just beat Lesnar and he just beat a cash in. Yeah. That's another one. My last one I've got written down here is that Seth Rollins turns face somewhere down the line, whether it be at SummerSlam or even possibly Battleground. The Authority don't like him. He turns face. We could have a Shield reunion. That's the topic for another day. But then that Sheamus could. I don't really have details for this one, but Sheamus then could very well cash in on a babyface Seth Rollins down the line. Maybe at WrestleMania. Maybe later down the line.
That is very possible to prove Sheamus's dominance in his heel.
As a heel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. And then, guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been another Pop Talks podcast episode. If you did enjoy, make sure to pound that like button and subscribe. Check out all my other content. That'd be very much appreciated. Let us know in the comments below your predictions for Battleground if you're watching before that, or afterwards. Let us know what you think of the whole Money in the Bank situation. Let us know in the comments below for a chance to be added to the shout-out section of the channel. One more reminder, if you're still watching, Twitch linked in the description. Big Friday live stream happening. Australian time, so I believe that's happening Friday morning in America. So if you can't catch that, fair enough, just watch it in the past broadcast section on Twitch. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Jake's out. Pop Kid's out. Fantastic, guys. Have a great day.